Hello and welcome to the 2025 Collection and Declutter series. This is part 3 where I go through my face palettes. Face palettes is kind of a loose term. I have a drawer in my storage where I put products that have multiple pans in them, even if they're multiple highlighters or multiple blushes, I put them in a certain drawer. So that's the drawer I'm going through today. I have quite a lot. And there were some that I literally totally forgot about that were at the back of the drawer. And this is why I go through them every year to bring those forward. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. Welcome. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. This is part 3 because part 1, I did my bronzers and highlighters. Part 2, I did my blushes. So I will link those 2 videos if you missed them. Would love to know your thoughts as you're watching this video. What palettes, what face palettes do I have that you would love to pick up maybe, or are there any that you have that you enjoy? Quick disclaimer, when I do declutter things that are old and crusty, that are years old, I throw them out because I don't want to pass them on to anybody with germs and everything. It's not something that I personally want to wish upon anybody, but things that are lightly used or not used, I have several family members as well as friends that I let go through my makeup and take home, and I pass it on to a better home that someone's gonna get more use out of it than I will. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. All right, welcome to the face palette section. I have so many face palettes. Now, when I say face palettes, this drawer holds like palettes that have multiple pans in them. They might all be highlighters, they might all be blushes, but I kind of lump these like bigger palette style duo, trio, plus items. I put them in the same drawer. Now, I have to get rid of some of these because the drawer is truly overflowing. Number 1, I don't want to have to buy more storage for my house. I don't want to have to buy more storage, so I really need to get rid of some of these. 2, as I was pulling these out, there were some that were hidden that I didn't even realize I had. Like, there are so many things in the drawer that I don't even see everything that's in it, which means I'm not using the products that I have, and I really want to use the products I have. And as I'm looking at some of these, I know I can get rid of some of them. Because I don't use the products and I don't really prefer the products. I more kept them around for nostalgia or something, but there are plenty of products here I can get rid of. I truly feel that I can. So, and I think with products like this, I probably already mentioned it in the intro, but I do have several women in my family and they don't wear a ton of makeup, but I feel like somebody in my family could get a hold of a couple of these and use the crap out of them. You know, I really feel like these are going to get better homes. And there are some in here that have been in here for years that need to just get thrown out because they're dirty. But for the ones that are lightly used, I feel like some of my family members are really going to get use out of it. So that's the plan. Okay, so first of all, let's start with this giant one. This is the Blend Bunny and Jordan Liberty Masterclass Pro Cheek Palette. I'm gonna keep this. I really like the blushes in this, and I've gotten quite a lot of use out of this. Plus, this is pretty new. It is massive. I definitely think at some point, I'm pretty sure these are magnetic. Let me just check. Are they magnetic? Feel like they are. I'll have to figure that out because if they are like able to be popped out, I might eventually just pop out the ones I really like and put them in an empty palette. I may do that. But I did receive this in PR. I think the blushes, like the matte blushes, especially like these kind of more nudie pink ones, love. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this. I think it's time for me to let go of this. This is kind of like a piece. See, again, looking at this, I'm like, I kind of want to keep it just because, okay, I'm going to keep it. It was from the very first Unearthly Cosmetics mystery box that they ever did. And I remember unboxing it and just being so incredibly excited because it was like the first time they had created a mystery box where all the products were brand new. I have decluttered all of the quads, like they had eyeshadow quads, 3 eyeshadow quads and liquid lipsticks. I've gotten rid of all of those, but I did not get rid of the Ghoulite highlighter palette. I think I will keep this. And I actually like these products. Like I don't reach into them, but maybe if I could see them, I would. I think they're nice, like colorful highlighters. I love the artwork and the packaging on these. Love. But yeah, I just feel like I don't see it because it's in the back of my drawer. So I'll keep it, I'll put it in the maybe. I'll put it in the maybe pile. I can get rid of this Unearthly Duo. This is the Devour Blush and Highlighter Duo. Yeah, this is a very, 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 very glowy blush, almost like a highlighter blush duo. And this is a quite dark gold. I'm not gonna use this. I will pass this on. I need to get rid of this because it is extremely old, but I will tell you, it is the most beautiful blush trio from Alamar Cosmetics. This is something I probably would consider repurchasing in the future because these are the most beautiful glowy blushes, super silky soft. This is the Colorete Blush Trio. I think this is medium tan. I remember getting, I think I got this in a BoxyCharm years ago. It's time for it to go, but man, are these beautiful products. I am gonna keep this Blend Bunny and Maypang Efflorescence palette. It's very new to my collection. You can use them on the eyes, you can use them as highlighters on the face. They are iridescent shifting shades. I think you can see it if I angle it like that. Yeah, this is brand new to my collection, so I'm not gonna get rid of this. I did get the scent in PR. I gotta get some more use out of this for sure. On that same note, I'm also gonna keep the Noctilucent palette from Blend Money. This I purchased myself. This is their iridescent highlighter palette, which has been discontinued, but I did say in my review video for this collection that if you missed out on this, I think this is a good kind of, I wouldn't say dupe, but I would say it's a good alternative where you can, like I said, use this on your face as well as highlighters, but these are just like the most beautiful shifty highlighters. These 5 have a transparent base. This one has a little darker base. It is definitely on the sparkly side, but ultra just like shiny and beautiful. So I will be keeping both of those. I think that I can declutter both of these blush palettes from the Ellis and Blend Money collab. They're just a little too pigmented for my personal preference. I think they're really pretty. Like these pinks are really nice. These oranges are really nice, but I will tell you they're very, 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 very pigmented. I wonder if I can pop these out. Let's see. No, these are not magnetic. Okay, I was gonna say I might have popped a couple out just to keep as singles, but yeah, I think I can pass these on and someone else will get use out of them. I did get these sent in PR, by the way. I'm definitely gonna keep this Natasha Denona Berry Pop Cheek Trio, the blush and highlighter palette. I love Natasha Denona cheek products. Let me get out the other couple that I have of hers. I love her cheek formula. There is a cream blush that is like a powdery cream blush. It's a very unique formula. There is a glow cream base, which is like very, very emollient. And then the Dream Glow, which is a powder highlighter. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely keeping this. Then I have the My Dream Cheek Trio Blush and Highlighter palette. This is probably in my top 3 like face palettes. When this came out, I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. I've used it so much. Once again, like a powdery cream blush, a cream highlighter, and a powder highlighter. All 3 of these I use, I love, I enjoy. And that's the ultimate when you have a face palette that you enjoy every single product in it. Love the soft matte cover. That's exciting. The Golden Highlighter Trio I will also be keeping. This is like almost like a Super Shock formula from ColourPop where it is a cream to powder. 3 golden shades varying in depth. Absolutely gonna keep those. Here's another one from Alamar Cosmetics that I think I am going to pass on. I've hardly used this, but for my skin tone, it's a little too deep and I don't love this. This is supposed to be a nude base, and I actually bought this medium tan thinking that I could use this as a bronzer, like a cream bronzer. It's not the right undertone for me for a bronzer. I don't love it. I don't love the matte blush either. It's quite patchy. It's quite hard to blend out. And then the highlighter, it's a glitter transformer and it is straight up glitter. Just not in my preference. It's just not gonna work for me, unfortunately. This is the Glamlight California Fresh Highlighter Trio. This is from their Fresh Prince collab. I think I can pass this on as well. They're really fun, pretty sparkly highlighters, but I've got so many highlighters in my collection, I don't think I need this anymore. I'm also gonna get rid of the Unearthly Cosmetics Space Out Highlighter Duo. Once again, really, really pretty colorful highlighters, but I've got so many other ones that I prefer, so I will pass that along. I got a lot of Unearthly and Glam Light, so maybe I can put those together. So some more Unearthly. This I'm absolutely keeping. This is the Dreamer Highlighter Trio. Some of my favorite highlighters that Unearthly has ever done. And this is kind of unique for them because they usually do very, very colorful highlighters, but these are the most kind of neutral highlighters that they've done. They're not sparkly or chunky. Beautiful. I like this one in Days. It isn't iridescent, like pinky champagne. All three of them work for me. I love the packaging. Definitely keeping that. I did purchase this one myself. I'm 99% sure. I will get rid of the Get Groovy once again. I don't need these. I don't need these. This is one of their summer mystery box collections. And then I'm also going to get rid of the Surrender. These, I'm not one for like a highlighter blush hybrid. I want my blushes to either be matte or like slightly glowy. I really like their single incandescent blushes that they have. Really like them. These ones were like the very first blushes that I ever tried from them. They're a little too glowy for me, so I think I will also declutter that. I actually have another couple from Unearthly over here. Oh, this is the Not in the Mood Water Activated palette. I will keep this. I use this a lot when I am competing because I am a professional dancer. I do like to add like little elements with this. I also have the one from Lin's and Glisten Cosmetics. I'm going to keep both of these. Water activated palettes. I do really like having these in my collection. And then this is the last one from Unearthly. This is the Spring Magic Incandescent Blush palette. Once again, very, 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 very glowy. So I think I am going to pass this along. I think someone in my family will get really good use out of this. For me personally, it's a little too glowy. So yeah, I will pass this one along. This is from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is one of their empty palettes. Can you please, this is who I want to be in the afterlife. This like demon cat mom. That's who I want to be. I love the cover. So inside, I need to get another Salt New York quad because these are cream products and these are powder products, and I feel like it's transferring over. So these are 4 of the Salt New York lip and cheeks. Absolutely, and I'll get to the Salt New York stuff in a bit. One of my favorite formulas ever, ever, ever. So I'm hoping to transfer these into another one of their quads. But the rest of these are all from Unearthly. I really love this formula. I wish, this is the old single blush formula from Unearthly. It is a matte blush, but it's not flat matte. There is a little bit of glow, and they were sold exclusively as singles at the time. And this is their powder highlighter, which is beautiful. It's like almost like a yellowy gold. Gorgeous. So I did recently order another empty palette from Unearthly that I can put some of my single shadows in, but love her so much. Here's some Glam Light stuff that we can go through. This is the Garfield For the Love of Lasagna face palette. I absolutely love the Garfield eyeshadow palette, and I really like the packaging on this collection. It's hard to tell on camera, but there are raised details. All of the cover colors are so vivid. All of the graphics are so well done. And I think I can pass this one along. These 2 matte blushes are just way too pigmented for my preference. The highlighter is really pretty. It's a very unique color. It's a gold with almost like a green undertone, but I'm not going to keep it around just for the sake of the highlighter. I will be passing this along. I absolutely want to keep the Rick and Morty highlighter trio though. I love these highlighters. There are 2 iridescent shifting highlighters that are very, very smooth, very light base. Uncharted is a blue iridescent that has a little bit more of like a stronger color to it. I love the whole collection of Rick and Morty. I own the palette, the eyeshadow palette, one of my favorite palettes from the brand, and this highlighter trio is definitely keeping. We have A Nightmare Before, I almost said A Nightmare Before Christmas, A Nightmare on Elm Street Chest of Souls blush trio. I don't need to keep this. These blushes are very, 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 very pigmented. Are you sensing a theme here? They do tend to do extremely pigmented blushes, which is great for those who, you know, who want that. I think there's a market for that, and I think there are people out there that want that. I just personally don't love an ultra pigmented blush, so I will pass this along. And then finally, we have the Betty Boop Blush Duo, which I will be keeping this. I feel like these are a little harder pressed in the pan. They're a little less pigmented. These colors are a little more in my preference, so I will keep this blush duo. I have both of the Patrick Ta blush, highlighter, whatever, face palettes. The original one here, do you guys remember when this launched? I do, and I was going crazy for it. I was going crazy for it for a good reason. Phenomenal formula. Loved this version. Then the next year he came out with this version. Not as good in my opinion. I felt like the blushes were a lot dustier. I don't know what it is, the second generation, even of the blush duos that he came out with, the powder blushes, he put pearl in them, and I feel like that kind of manipulated the formula. I liked it more when it was true, just like matte, and these matte blushes aren't flat matte. They still had glow and life to them, so I'm not sure why he changed the formula. The other thing was the Creme products in the original. They were really good pigment, again, no shimmer. He added shimmer to the newer version, and I feel like that changed the formula. Then there is a highlighter section. I don't mind the powder highlighter. It's not my favorite. It's definitely more, yeah, it's hard panned actually. It's definitely more on the sparkly, kind of heavier side. And I do not like this Vaseline, just gloss, face gloss or whatever. I just won't get used to that. I'm keeping this though. Like, I just like to have these for makeup history. I really like the original one, like in terms of formulas. The second generation, probably won't use it as much, but I still want to keep it around. This is the Gourmand Girls Mermaid Magic face palette. Absolutely love. In particular, this blush in Seashell. Love. I've reached for this so much this year. All three highlighters are beautiful. If you're looking for iridescent, colorful highlighters, these three blushes are matte, but they are really the perfect amount of pigmented, blendable. I was kind of scared looking at particularly these two blushes, but man, do they look beautiful on the face. I did get this one sent in PR. Definitely going to keep it. I have some more from Blend Bunny, which I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep all of these. I'm definitely going to keep the Bare Cheeks. These are so beautiful. So beautiful. The colors are right up my alley. I did wear this on my wedding day. I combined a few of the shades on my cheeks. A true matte blush. No sheen at all whatsoever. I don't feel like these are too pigmented, which I appreciate. So I will be keeping the Bare Cheeks. Do I want to keep the Juicy Cheeks? I feel like I don't need to keep this. I have the big giant Jordan Liberty palette, which has some of these brighter shades. So I don't think I need to keep this. I can pass this along. I did get both of these sent in PR. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I bought them myself. I can't remember. It's so long ago. And then this I want to keep just because it's pretty new to my collection this year. Blend Bunny Masterclass with Jordan Liberty. They are for kind of like highlighters, but you can use them on the eyes, wherever. But I will say these are very, very pigmented. So I feel like I would use them more on the eyes, and they're quite large pans. So I don't know. Again, I think probably eventually I will end up decluttering these, passing them along, but I want to keep them a little bit longer in my collection. This one I did get sent to PR. We have the Cozy Up Cheek Palette. This is one that was at the back of the drawer, and when I opened it up, I was like, oh my goodness, I want to use this more. I love these products. And these are clearly magnetic and be popped out, which is great. I probably eventually will maybe keep a few, but anyway, I did get the scent in PR. This is from Simply Posh Cosmetics. Really stunning. Really, really stunning. Gonna keep this, and I hope, like I said, I want to get some more use out of it. This is from Pat McGrath. This is like, I think this is the only product by Pat McGrath that I have in my collection. I used to have one of her holiday palettes. I feel like I decluttered it, or maybe I have one of her quads. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't have very many products from Pat McGrath, but I love this little trio. These two blushes are very lightly pigmented though, I will say that. Really got to build them up. But once you get them built up on the cheeks, they are the most beautiful Blushes that are glowy without being sparkly, chunky, nothing like that. Just a beautiful glow to the cheeks. This highlighter, beautiful. Beautiful. I do think I bought this on sale. I definitely didn't pay full price for it. Whatever I paid for it, probably 40 bucks or something, definitely worth it. This is the Divine Blush and Glow Trio in Galactic Sun. For sure has been way long discontinued. I got it years ago, but I want to keep it. I did use it just the other day and I was reminded of how like nice the products looked on the face. This is one of my first like indie products. Danessa Myricks Mini Lightwork Volume 3 Infinite Light Palette. I got this in a giveaway from Bad to the Brow, who is Millie here on YouTube. I won a giveaway and she threw a couple of extra products in, and this is one of the products. So I think we'll keep this. It's just fun to have. I like it. I could reach for it. It's an eye and face pigment, but they're just iridescent duochromes. I have a couple of products from DD Signature and, or Day Day Signature is properly how you should pronounce it. I am going to also pass these along. I feel exactly the same way about the Ellis and Blend Bunny matte blush trios that honestly very similar colors as well. These ones are a little deeper, but they're just very pigmented to the point where it's like, I just don't reach for them because they're a little too pigmented for my personal preference. So I will pass these along. They're barely been used. I did get these sent in PR. I have a highlighter trio from Cosmic Beauty. This is the Frosting Trio. Gonna keep this. I really love having these from Cosmic Beauty. They're one of my favorite indie brands. I think they do really, really nice products for an affordable price. These are iridescent duochrome highlighters. They have a little bit of sparkle to them. Gonna keep this around. Another iridescent highlighter trio. This one is from Fantasy Cosmetica. This is the Celestial Lights palette. These ones have a little bit deeper of a base. I do want to keep this around. I really enjoy the brand and I want to keep their products around. So I want to keep that one. We have the Moon Shroom from Lunar Beauty, the Moon Shroom highlighter palette. Really love this, love the brand. I wish he would come out with another eyeshadow palette. It's been such a long time. Enjoy all four of these, will get use out of them, want to use them, want to keep them. Another one from Lunar Beauty, the Full Fantasy Blush Palette. When I got this, I used the crap out of it. Love all 6 products. 4 matte blushes that aren't flat matte, that aren't dry, aren't dusty, really easy to blend. And then 2, you know, pretty standard highlighters, but I love me a standard highlighter. What can I say? I will keep those. This is from Rock and Roll Beauty. Do you guys remember Rock and Roll Beauty? They came out with like 2, 3 collections and then bounced and we never saw them again. This is the Bold as Love Blush and Highlighter palette in collaboration with Jimi Hendrix. I really like this palette. I used this all the time. I even created eye looks with it. I liked quite a few things from this collection. So I want to keep this around. I feel like if I can see it in my drawer, I will use it. And once again, it's kind of a piece of makeup history. Can't get these products anymore, so that might be nice. We have the Oden Soulmon highlighter palette. This was their original Soulmon highlighter palette. I don't particularly love these highlighters, but again, I kind of want to keep it around as a piece of makeup history, so I might just do that. I've decluttered a lot more than I thought I would, so I think I do have room for it, so I will keep this. I got it in a mystery box that they had done a few years ago, so that's exciting. This is probably one of my most used face palettes. This is the Smashbox Halo Sculpt and Glow face palette in the colorway Back to Cali. I don't like the packaging on this, unfortunately. Like, it doesn't stand up on its own, which is kind of annoying, but I use all 4 products anytime I'm traveling and I want to pack minimally. I pack this. We have a bronzer, which is perfect for me. It's definitely more on the neutral side, has a little bit of glow, very, very, very buildable. 2 blushes that, truthfully, they look pretty similar on the cheeks, but I tend to kind of just mix them together. Glowy blushes, low pigment. And then there is a highlighter, which in this is called C-Pop, which is Champagne Pop. Champagne Pop from Becca, which Smashbox bought, obviously. So, yep, definitely keeping this. Definitely keeping this. And then I have, last but not least, I have four of the Salt New York quads. So Salt New York is a brand out of New York, and obviously, duh. And when I went to Creators and Friends, Kiki, the owner, was a participant. And Kiki is amazing. I love her. She's just a good person in general. But anyway, the products, I remember seeing Samantha Ravndal feature these on her channel years and years ago, and I always thought, it's not for me. I'm not a no makeup girl. But I will tell you, I have become a no makeup girl. And on the days where I want lighter makeup on my face, I don't want to feel my makeup on my face. Maybe I don't have a ton of time to do my makeup, but I still want to sit down and do my makeup. I want to look a little more natural. These products are the ones I reach for first. That's the honest truth. So I showed you 4 of the products in the Unearthly quad. So I gotta get another one of these little things so I can put them. And also, actually, let me pull out the newest one from Hannah Louise Poston. The collaboration. I did get that sent in PR, so that's exciting. Let's start with that. I got all of these sent in PR, by the way. So these are the new ones from Hannah Louise Poston. This is the light. This is the light one, the light quad. And Hannah created these products with Salt New York because she was looking for more grungy, washed out, muted tones that weren't so bright and poppy. So there are 3 like lip and cheeks, and then there is 1 highlighter. So definitely want to use these. I'm going to feature this in a new makeup, testing new makeup video very soon. Let's see what else we got. This was their, I forgot which ones they were actually called, but they're like the glowy blushes that are like blushes with pearl, light, medium, and deep. Love those. That's one I reach for on a day where I really don't have a lot of time, or like my skin is looking a little dry and it just gives me a little life with my blush. Then I have, this is the one that I've kind of curated for myself that I reach for the most. I have the Sneaky Balm, I believe in let's see, N10, which is like their foundation balm. N10 is my summer shade, so I may have to switch to my winter shade because it's getting cold. Well, I mean, I live in Florida, it's not that bad, but I don't have a tan right now. Then this lip and cheek is like a red, and it's in the shade Persimmon. I don't know, some of the shades have been discontinued. I'm not sure if that has been. Then there is the Radiant Cream in Pearl, and then their Sculpt in light medium. As you can, I don't know if you can tell, there's a huge dip. Like this one I use as my cream bronzer all the time, all the time. These are really blendable, not overly pigmented, not lightly pigmented, just like really natural looking. I mean, that's the only way I know how to describe it. And then this one I think is, yeah, these are more of my like winter shades. Sneaky Balm, concealer. I think there's 2 concealers and another one of their cream blushes. So I have even more that aren't in palettes that I need to put in palettes, but we're going to just consider this part of the video. Okay, so I am decluttering 15 and I'm keeping 33. I feel really good about that. I feel really good about that. Getting rid of these is going to free up a lot of space. Are there any extras? Hold on a second. Now I'm thinking there might be a couple extras. Oh, there are. Okay, wait a second.
A few moments later.
I'm sorry, I do have 2 more blush palettes from Unearthly that are new, but I'm keeping both of these. They're pretty much brand new. The Dead Cute Blush Quad, excuse me, can you please? Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? Definitely keeping this. I just got this sent in PR. So that's 34, 35 I'm keeping. And then this is the Gothic Romance Incandescent Blush Palette. So these are the newer glowy blushes. I don't know if you can even tell on camera compared to like the Surrender that I was telling you was like their original ones, how like more metallic these ones are than this. Their new incandescent blushes are just so silky and they have a healthy glow without being metallic. And that's what I'm looking for in a glowy blush. So absolutely, for sure, keeping the Gothic Romance. This one I purchased myself. So 35 and 15, I feel really good about that, you guys. I feel really, really good about that. There's something about like a face palette or like a palette has multiple products that makes me so excited. They just make me happy. All right, and that is it for this episode of the Declutter and Collection series Face Palettes edition. Would love to know your thoughts on any of the products I showed in today's video, and I will see you very soon in another one. Bye.